What if someone got to the One Piece before Luffy? The One Piece world revolves around one thing, the One Piece. And as we know, the new pirate era officially began when the Pirate King, Gol D announced at his execution site that he left all his treasure in that place. A place which we now have come to learn is called Laughtale. What is the One Piece? Your guess is as good as mine. Yeah, I really don't know either. And this is the one thing that has all fans all over the world screaming. How have we been kept on the edge of our seats for over 2 decades without knowing what exactly we're aiming towards? Well, if you think our case is bad, what do you say to the other 1,000 pirates that launched out to sea because of the former Pirate King's statement? On the plus side, one thing we know for sure is that the One Piece is real. Heck, Whitebeard literally ended his life giving the pirates assurance that they were not wasting their time. Seriously, what is with pirates of the last era and ending their lives with heavy dying words? There's no way he would have lied about that, right? Whatever the case, the One Piece is the final piece that will crown the next king pirate, and our boy Luffy is on a mission to get to Laughtale and claim the treasure of his predecessor for himself. To be honest, Luffy has done a lot for himself to increase his chances of being the next Pirate King. From a boy with a childish dream in a small island in East Blue called Dawn Island, Luffy has gone on to not only build one of the most impressive pirate crews, but has also racked up one of the most amazing resumes for Pirate King in this era. From defeating warlords of the sea like Crocodile without any haki, to standing up to the world government for the sake of Nico Robin, and even challenging the entire Marine Force at the Marineford battle for the sake of his brother, Portgas the Ace, Luffy has shown tremendous might and skill. More than his fighting abilities and amazing haki, Luffy also has one characteristic that stands out most when we consider how worthy he is to become the Pirate King. Yep, it's his ability to turn everyone into his ally. From Smoker to Crocodile to Katakuri, we have seen Luffy transform once fated enemies into his men that believe in him and are willing to help him. Let's not even get started on his grand fleet of allies who will join him for the final war. Everywhere Luffy has gone, he has been a warrior for liberation, fighting for the rights of the wrongly oppressed against fellow pirates, the Marines, and even the world government. He has no allies or ties to any specific territory and may very well already be the freest pirate in the New World. With this, it may only be a matter of time before he completes his journey to Laughtale and claims the One Piece for himself. But what if I told you Luffy is not the only one aiming to become the Pirate King? I mean, you already know that, don't you? The idea of the new era is that new, young pirates launched into the sea, hoping each to get their hands on the treasure of the Pirate King, and thereby become the new Pirate King. So we already know that Luffy is not the only one aiming for the throne. Let's rephrase then. What if Luffy is not the first person to get to the One Piece? We've already taken for granted that our boy Luffy will become the king of the pirates. But if Oda is known for only one thing, it would be his ability to give sick twists to things. Classic example, after raising the stakes so high and allowing Luffy to not only get to Ace but also free him, he ends up killing him within the next 24 minutes. So yeah, Oda can definitely pull a stunt like that. And I mean, the One Piece world is full of people who also have the potential to get the One Piece before Luffy. One of such people is Marshall D. Teach, Blackbeard. Despite his seeming irrelevance at the beginning of the story, Oda has woven Blackbeard into one of the greatest villains, if not the very greatest villain that Luffy will have to face. And now, let's look at the facts. Blackbeard has 2 devil fruits, boosting his defensive and offensive capabilities, and has already shown his mettle to be the devilish planner with a very twisted view on things. Call it what you will, but he successfully orchestrated not only the death of Ace, but the theft of Whitebeard's devil fruit. Before going any further, if you are not up to date with One Piece, this would be a very good place to stop watching. Spoilers ahead. Blackbeard is one of the few pirates that are successfully heading in the direction of Laughtale. First off, he already has potentially 3 poneglyphs in his possession. Quick recap, Poneglyphs are maps that lead to Laughtale, but they are written in an ancient language, which can be read by very few people. Currently mainly limited to Nico Robin, Charlotte Pudding, and Mononosuke's grandfather, who was revealed to be alive at the end of the Wano arc. After his clash with Trafalgar Law, Blackbeard has most likely gotten his hands on lost copies of the Poneglyph from Zou and Wano. But that's not all. Remember how we said Blackbeard is a devilish planner? Well, one of those devilish plans involved getting Kuzan, former Marine Admiral Aokiji, to kidnap Charlotte Pudding, Mom's daughter, and Sanji's former betrothed. Why? Because without someone that understands the ancient text, the maps might as well be considered useless to him. And there's every reason to believe that while kidnapping her, they may have found a copy of Big Mom's Poneglyph lying around and taking a swipe at it. I know, how crooked of them. So, Blackbeard now has a potentially 3 out of 4 road poneglyphs leading to Laughtale, and a way of reading them as well as the military ability to make a run for the throne. Yep, Luffy needs to watch out for him. Another character with similar potential, who has racked up his way to the top in an almost comical way, is Buggy D. Clown. Some people say Buggy has the greatest observation haki in One Piece because he is able to predict the future with accuracy, very much like Straw Hat Sniper Gol D. Usopp. First, he predicted that he would become a warlord of the sea, and he did. Then he predicted he would become an emperor of the sea, and he has. Well, guess what other prediction this crowned clown made? Yep, he predicted that he would become the Pirate King. Now, I know what you're thinking. There's no way Buggy can become the Pirate King, not when there are more powerful characters. I kid you not. You can't be further from the truth. Although Buggy has been a clown for most of the anime, and you are right to think him insane for dreaming of anything like being a warlord, you would be planning your own loss if you still don't consider him a legitimate contender for the throne of the Pirate King for now. With Buggy, as usual, things take a different turn. Buggy does not have any of the poneglyphs, and interestingly enough, he may not need them for anything. This would be a good time to remind you that our good old clown was part of the original Pirate King's crew. So he already's been on the journey to all the relevant stops before, and could potentially know his way to Laughtale. We know for sure that he did not follow Roger to Laughtale because he was down with a fever when the final trip was made, but just think about it. If he can retrace his steps back to the island where the Roger pirates left him for their final stop at Laughtale, he, being Buggy, may very well stumble into Laughtale and onto the treasure. He is, for want of a better word, just that lucky. And of course, if we are talking about people with the potential to get the One Piece before Luffy, we cannot ignore red-haired Shanks. Shanks literally is Luffy's godfather, mentor, savior. Help me, I'm running out of terms to describe him. Shanks is a lot of things to the One Piece world, and he is shrouded in a lot of mystery. But one thing we can say for certain is that if Shanks wanted to get the One Piece a long time ago, he would have had it by now. You don't believe me? Remember when he and Buggy had a conversation after Gol D. Roger's execution? Buggy said that he should go and claim the One Piece for himself because Buggy felt that as the closest youth to Roger, he was prodigy enough to claim the throne for himself. But here's what Shanks said: I don't feel like going for it yet. Basically, Shanks made the most potent treasure in One Piece, the literal center of the universe, feel like another piece of trash. We see the same thing repeat itself when he declares that he's finally ready. Unlike Luffy and Buggy, who were very emotional about their declaration of interest, he casually tells Beck over a drink, I think it's time we make our move. It's time to go for the One Piece. The confidence in which he tells it tells you that more likely than not, he knows exactly where it is. I mean, he did follow Roger up until the end of his journey, so he not only knows where the One Piece is, but he may be the only one in the entire series currently among the current crop of pirates that knows exactly what the One Piece is. Sick, right? Now Shanks not only has the knowledge of what it is and where to find it, but in case he has forgotten, he has 3 poneglyphs cleaved from the hands of Kid. Ladies and gentlemen, if we were to bet on anyone getting to the One Piece before Luffy, best believe my money would be on the Red Hair Pirates. Based on all of these, I think the possibility is very high that someone might beat Luffy to Laughtale. I mean, Luffy already had a chance to get to Laughtale with the Eternal Pose, but as a testament to his adventurous spirit, he broke the highest chance he had to get there first. But what do you think would happen if any of these characters actually get to the One Piece before Luffy? Personally, I'm divided. If Shanks gets to the One Piece before Luffy, would he become the Pirate King before Luffy? Then would Luffy have to defeat him like Zoro had to defeat Mihawk to become the world's strongest? Or would he be ruler for a while and then hand it over to Luffy to continue his rulership or start his own tenure? I know, many questions, right? And each question seems to give birth to another one. Well, here's one more question I'm sure you can answer right now. Why haven't you subscribed to this channel, and why do you want to keep missing out on the best One Piece content on YouTube? Let's fix that. Subscribe now and share this video with other otakus and namakamas like yourself. But more than that, I'd love to hear from you. What do you think would happen if someone else got to One Piece before Luffy? Let's talk in the comments. Until next time.